So Pedro, 1-1 draw, last minute equalisers, started slow as have done over the last few weeks, months sort of thing. But what do you take from today's game?
Yeah, we're notorious for starting slowly, and obviously we were missing 4 probably potential starters tonight. And so we had to adapt and change formation, and I thought, like I say, we started really slowly. I thought the first 20 minutes we were poor, or not poor, but didn't get to grips of the back three. Got caught square, got front on, and they then sort of pinned us back. And we knew what they're going to be like. They're a big bunch of bullies who pin the ball back, they play long ball, throw it down your throat. They're not a pretty side, but they do it well. They've got good men, and they've got players that have played the level for a long period of time now, and that's why they've been successful this year. But once my lads got to grips of it, and I thought they'd done really well. Max started heading the ball properly further up the pitch, which got pinned them back. And like I say, I thought we had the better chances first half. Dan probably should have scored at the back post. It's a great ball in, great header. Keeper's made a good save. Harley had a chance where the keeper's made another good save. Dan's had a half chance. Dre's had one across goal. We could have come in probably 2-1 up from the 2 good chances we had. And we've come out, and like I say, I mean, draw's probably a fair result in the end. They've missed the penalty, they've hit the woodwork. But what I will say, my lads, they dug deep, and I said it in my interview Saturday, that they've got something to play for with a playoff run to go for, and we've got nothing in the league apart from a cup final to probably someone to try and cement a place in. And I thought we were brilliant, really. We dug in, just kept ticking away, and my lads have got good quality, and once they start believing, they can create chances. And like I say, Amir's hit that shot at the end. The probably zip of the pitch with the water's probably helped it out a little bit, and the hardness of it as well, which has helped it zip through. I thought we was excellent, really. I don't think neither side can probably argue too much. They can probably argue about time added on, this, that, the other, but I think a draw's a fair result. And like I say, I thought that second half of that first half period, that 25, I thought we was excellent. We dominated the game, we moved the ball around very well, we put some great balls in. And like I said, that's good stead going forward now. And like I say, I think that's 5 or 6 unbeaten at home, and we're looking hard to beat. And that's 2 away games that we had before tonight, where we've gone away and picked points up where we haven't done all season. So them young lads out there, they're fighting for us, and they're fighting for the club, and they're not a million miles off. And
But it shows great character, doesn't it? That to come back from 2-0 down on Saturday, 1-0 down tonight, and keep going to the 94th minute to get that equaliser shows real great character.
They're a good group of lads, and they're believing in themselves, and they're believing in their own quality, and it's just making sure that we get them the help, or I get them the help, and if some of them are here next year, or hopefully we look at it, that we can keep progressing them, because they're working hard for this football club, and no one out there can complain about their work rate or endeavour. And like you say, they're a good group of lads, they've got good bond, they're good togetherness. And like I say, probably 10-12 games ago, we'd have easily just rolled over and let Skegness take a 1-0 win there. And I'm pleased with the last few weeks, really. And like you say, it was easy to... Players could have looked at saying there was no Fruit, there was no Challenger, there's no Murph, there's no Harry Twite. Them players...
But you've got a squad now.
Yeah, and it's good to see. And I've always say it's a squad game. It's not about the 11 on the pitch. It's about people getting that, and people are getting minutes. I've had people like Dan go out on loan. He's come in doing okay for 75 minutes, and I've got Reedy coming back from injury. I've got Toby coming back from injury. I've got Pat, who we've got to try and cement him a proper position, to be honest, because he's been playing here, there, everywhere. But I might try and get him some game time Saturday.
Will Toby start Saturday?
I don't know. I might try and get him a game somewhere, just so he gets some minutes in his tank.
You wouldn't think of starting him for 45 of them?
Probably not, no. I mean, he came on Saturday for about 8 minutes and he was blowing out of his backside. So we might have to ease him back. But I'd like to try and get them fully fit, ready for the cup final. Because, like I say, I know my friends down at Corby are playing them on Monday. So I'll have their scout report come sent over. So I'll have a look at that. And we'll look forward to that, really. But we'll go away now. We'll have a bit of a breather and a rest, and we'll go to deep in on Monday, and we'll go in there to get a result.
And everyone's paying for their places now for the next season. I take it that's what you're starting to look at now. And your thoughts are after the cup final, you'll be really looking at it. But what about now? Are people playing for their places?
Yeah, I've got to have a look at it. I've got to write down and have a look at potential players that I need to bring in. Obviously, we've applied to go in a different league, so we won't know what league we're going in. Probably till quite late, I'd imagine. So we've got a plan for both.
Does that make your job difficult to know?
It does a little bit. Like I say, it's what I found out with players that I spoke to. If we go furlough none way, players are happy in the furlough none. It's comfortable. It's on the doorstep. There's less travelling. Whereas Wisbeach Town want to be a progressive club, and we need to. There's a plan in motion. We've got to get the foundations right off the pitch and build momentum for next season, and bring in the players that not only want to do well next year, but potentially have a go the year after and compete. So,
what's your favoured route? What would you like?
I think that the best thing for the club would be to go to the furlough none. It's more local. There'll be bigger crowds. There'll be bigger derbies. Yes, it's probably a slightly easier league than the one we're in, but it's still a tough league, competitive league. There's some good teams with some good budgets, but Wisbeach should be in and around that top end if we get the planning right and the foundations in place to make sure that we're in a good place and we make it attractable and lads want to come here and play for Wisbeach, not for the money that we were used to giving out, to be honest.